You enjoy life if you love people. You see, if you don't love people,
the word father means originator. It means
our offices where we work to be built in love, not striking.
The characteristic of a faithful woman, and I told her that number she must be trustworthy.
But the way God designed the man, he is the strong one. That's why he's the.
You are welcome to your favorite program, Faith Talk. The program today promises to be interesting as we'll be discussing a topic that will educate, enlighten, and teach us how to live holy lives as Christians and how to build our families. We meet today on the program is a seasoned motivational speaker, a mother, and a pastor, Pastor Ada Eboji. She's the pastor with Family Alive Fellowship International. Ma, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
I am Elizabeth Lami Suleiman. Before we continue, we'll take a break.
If you love your neighbor, you will not kill, you will not destroy, you will not steal his property.
The word father means originator. It means source.
The characteristic of a faithful woman, and I told her that number she must be trustworthy.
Sarah was fair. Rebecca was a very fair woman.
You want to learn the word of faith or live a faithful life? Watch Faith Talk every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m.
But the way God designed the man, he is the strong one. That's why he's the
I
provider.
don't believe that a man who fears God should make it a habit.
So you enjoy life if you love people.
Don't miss it.
Welcome back. Ma, the program is going to be interesting today because we have a lot more to talk about.
Okay.
Our topic today is a faithful woman. That's a godly woman. Please, can you give us a biblical perspective of a faithful woman? Who is a faithful woman? Drawing examples from different Bible passages.
First and foremost, I would want to start by defining or making us see who the woman is. Because I believe in my heart that if women get to understand who they are, they will do much better in life. Now, by God's plan and program, the woman is created a helper, given the mandate to make sure that things are in order on the earth here. She was given to the man to help the man become the best he can ever be. But for a woman to really attain all of this in life, there are virtues she must possess. That's why when we talk about a Christian woman, there are virtues that make you a Christian woman. And one of them is what we are looking at, the faithful woman. And you asked me what the faithful woman is. I would say the faithful woman is a woman that is trustworthy, a woman that is truthful, a woman that is consistent, a woman that is loyal, a woman that doesn't have two sides, a woman that is committed to whatsoever she has said she would do. Whatever vow she takes, she's committed to it and stays on it until she pulls through. And that reminds me, and a very good example of a faithful woman in the Bible is Ruth. We all remember the story of Ruth in the Bible. She was a Moabite woman, got married, her husband died, and then the mother-in-law was going to go back to Israel. And she got up and said she was going to go with the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law said, I have nothing to offer you. I don't have anything to give to you. Please don't go with me. I have no son. Even if I'm to give birth now, the boy will not grow up and you'll be there to marry the boy. And at the point, the sister-in-law went back, but Ruth looked at the mother-in-law in chapter 1, verse 16 and 17. Said, don't even bother to persuade me to go back because I'm not going back. I've made up my mind to come with you. Your God will be my God where you die, I will die. And don't even bother. Only God will change this vow I have made with you. And if we read throughout the book of Ruth, we discover that Ruth was able to keep her pledge. She kept her vow. She got to Israel. She was a stranger there. Naturally, it's the mother-in-law that should be going to look for food for her. But no, she got up and went to look for food. She walked and took care of the mother-in-law. That's a faithful woman. She's not deterred by circumstances. She's not pulled back. Whatever she's committed to, whatever she has said to you, she pulls through, stays on it until it comes through. That's a faithful woman. That's a virtue that if any woman has, even though as per marriage you are number 2, but if you have this virtue, you'll be in command of your home because you determine the atmosphere in your home.
Thank you very much. Wow. A faithful woman I think she has most responsibilities to carry out in the home.
Yeah.
She's like the pillar of the family. Yeah. She keeps the family alive.
Yeah.
So with that, what do you think she thinks she needs to do that will bring the family together? Yeah. That's simple things that
she
will do
yeah.
to bring the family together, under an umbrella, to keep the family going.
I think the first thing any woman should do that can keep the family going is to earn the trust of the people in the home. Yeah, the trust. Trust is not a gift. It's not endowed. You earn it. So any woman that wants to keep a home together must build trust. And one good way to build trust is to act good, to treat people good, to treat people well, to make people have confidence in you. In Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 11, it said, the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her. So he has no need of spoil. He has no reason to doubt her integrity. Now, any woman that wants to keep the home together must walk in a way where your integrity will not be doubted, where people will trust you enough to put their lives in your hand. And that comes by your activity in the home. You must be truthful. As a woman, you can't lie. If you form a habit of lying, you break trust. As a woman, you must not be double-faced. You shouldn't be one person outside and inside you're a different person. Outside you are so nice and sweet. Then when you come inside, another part of you come out. No. A faithful woman builds trust. It's one thing you can do, and it comes by your activities, your actions. You must be truthful. You must be consistent. Don't say one thing outside and do another thing inside. Let what you're saying be what's in your heart. That's how to build trust and keep your family together. Then the children will come running to you. Your husband will come running to you. Even your in-laws will come running to you. Yeah. Even your in-laws will come running to you because they've seen you to be consistent, to be truthful, and you're treating them nicely. Yes, initially it might be rough, but if you are consistent in your treatment of them, they will let down their guards, and the best of the home will come out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, you've heard a lot about a faithful woman. A godly woman builds her home. A godly woman takes care of her family, even the in-laws. Well, we'll take a short break. We'll be back soon.
God is good, yes He is, all the time. Through the darkest night, His light will shine. God is good, yes He is, God is good, all the time. Here we go. God is good all the time. He put a song of praise in this heart of mine. God is good all the time. Through the darkest night, His light will shine. God is good. Yes, God is good all the time. That's right. If you're walking through the valley, there are shadows all around.
To be a godly mother, you must have a relationship with God. That means the creator of everything there is. And aside that, working with the principles, or let's say with the commandments, which the summary of all the commandments is love. So as a godly mother, you are someone who has a relationship with your maker, your God, and then you live by the commandments, the greatest, which is love. And then a godly mother is a mother who tries to live by what what the commandment tells her. And when the man decides to do what it is that naturally she would pick offense in, she begins to live according to what her relationship with God inspires her to do. That is, live a life of forgiveness, a life of being submissive to her husband, of being a helpmeet, which the Bible actually said she should be. And then I also insist again, being a mother who prays for the success and progress of her family, her husband and her kids.
God is good all the time. Through the darkest night, His light will shine. God is good. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. He put a song of praise in this heart of mine. God is good all the time. Through the darkest night, His light will shine. God is good. God is good. God is good. He's so good. He's so good. God is good. He's so good all the time.
Welcome back. If you want to be part of this program with questions, suggestions, or contributions, you can call us on the phone numbers on your screen. So our topic, the relationship of a faithful woman with her family, her husband, her children, her in-laws, and her neighbors, so also the community at large. A faithful woman has so much responsibility. She has to carry everybody along. How will she cope? How will she cope with the challenges that might come up that will make her fall apart? How will she be able to bring all of that to build the home, build the community? Will I say the characteristics, things she needs to do, what she needs to do, will I say the shocks she has to absorb to keep the family moving?
Well, like I was saying before, we're looking at the characteristics of a faithful woman, and I told her that number one, she must be trustworthy, number two, she must be truthful. And I feel a faithful woman must be consistent in her pledges, like we saw to her husband, like we saw in the life of Ruth. I want us to understand that as women, sometimes what we bargained for before marriage is different from what we finally see when we get into the home. Now, when you, when you get into the home, you now discover that maybe the man is not like you thought. His family, maybe the way they were smiling and welcoming you, now you come into the home, they are not that smiling to you. So what do? You must be consistent. You must understand that you made a vow, you made a pledge to that man. You must not remove focus from the person who brought you in. Your purpose of marrying that man is to help him become his best. And you made some vow that you will be committed, you'll be supportive, you'll be helpful. So a faithful woman, irrespective of what you have seen, as a woman, you have the responsibility to comport yourself in a way that would make sure that that family is not broken because of you. I'll tell us a true life story. I got married. My husband and my husband were not from the same place. And he was the first son. And the mother actually wanted him to marry somebody from their place. And now here, I wasn't from their place. And he fell in love with me. I fell in love with him. So no fault of both of us. And here we were. And then I remember the language was there. I couldn't speak their language very well. And I remember when I would go, initially my mother-in-law wasn't that too welcoming. Why? Not because she hated me, but I feel her expectation of the son marrying somebody from her place. So I know I did not speak the language, but I knew that my coming into that home should not divide them, shouldn't separate them. So I know I would look at my mother-in-law in the eyes. I couldn't speak the language, but when there's love in the heart, it shows in the eyes. And then I would hug her. I remember initially, first, it took quite some time when I would hug her, her hand to be like this. But friends, I never stopped hugging her until one day, as I hugged her, she embraced me. Now, a faithful woman keeps at whatever she's doing that will make the home good until she gets the result. That's what it means to be faithful. It's not always easy. There will always be challenge. There's always a Red Sea to cross. As a woman, it's not everybody that will embrace you. But now I want every woman getting into marriage to understand that you have a responsibility to pull the people together. Don't forget you are the stranger coming in. So there will be that look. What is this person coming to do? This person coming to separate us? Will this person make our son not love us again? Is she coming to take our son away from us? Now you have to act in a way to make them understand I'm coming in, not to take him away, but to bring him closer to people. And at the end of the day, my mother-in-law could say, if not for you, your husband wouldn't have been this close. What am I saying? That's what it means to be faithful. Was it that easy? No, it wasn't easy on me. Every time I hugged her, her hands were down. But I refused to give up. Now, a faithful woman never gives up until her desire comes to pass. Now, maybe you're listening to me and you're a woman, and I don't know what your intentions, your hopes and aspirations were when you decided to marry. I'm sure one of it is that you have a very peaceful home. You have a home where your husband loves you, where everything is at rest. You can achieve that home if you are consistent in your attitude. Don't count how many times you have greeted and nobody answered you. Keep greeting until the person answers. That's what it means to be faithful. Don't count how many times you swept and they came and scattered. Keep sweeping until one day they will learn how to not to bring sand into where you have swept. A faithful woman is consistent. It's consistent. There will definitely be challenges. Nobody says there wouldn't be. There would be. Yeah. But you know what you're looking for. You look forward to a home where the man you're married to would take care of some responsibilities. But here you are married, and the man is not forthcoming. In fact, because you are working, he says he's pretending he doesn't know it ought to give you food money.
Well, I was actually coming to that.
Yes, it happens. Yes. It happens. Sometimes that's the challenge women have. They come into marriage, they want to be reality. Yes, they want to be faithful, they want to be helpful. But now the man just sits down and feels you in the last month, I gave you small money, you did. The next month, the man will reduce the money. And now, as a faithful, what do? Do you now stop and now make the children go in hunger, or make the children, not to be well fed or look neat? I would say a faithful woman, yes, the man is like that. Now, as a faithful woman, be good to him. Put that food. When you finish cooking the food, put the food on the table. I say, oh God, thank you, you enjoyed the food. Carry this food you ate today. Cost so and so much. Yeah. In fact, that money you gave to me, I had to add so much to it. I know you are trying, but God, you have to try a little more. Yeah. But you shouldn't get to the point where you decide that the children will go hungry or the children will go tattered because the man is not living up to his responsibility. In fact, that's part of one of the challenges I feel women have to being faithful. And I want to take a little break and talk to the men. I'm sure some men are listening to this program. And no matter how nice a woman wants to be, no matter how committed a woman wants to be to you as a man, if you begin to take what she's doing in your home for granted, you are teaching that woman to stop being faithful to you. You are making her to withdraw her goodness towards you. So don't take for granted what your wife does. Learn to appreciate your wife. You give her 10,000 naira and you come back, what she has presented is 15,000 naira. Oh, don't pretend, hey, my dear, it's like this thing I'm eating. From the way it is, it's as if you added your own money and then say, my dear, thank you. You understand? So the men should make it easy for the women to remain faithful by appreciating and acknowledging their efforts in marriage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Friends at home, I believe you have learned so much and you put everything you have learned into practice. This will go a long way to help build your family. It will keep the family alive. and it will keep the love flowing. Thank you very much, ma. We believe we'll have you here very soon, and you'll be able to explain more or teach us more about a faithful woman. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too.
Viewers at home, hope you enjoyed every bit of the program today. We hope to see you same time next week, same station. Remain blessed.